Good morning everybody and welcome back. It's been a while for this journal. I've been really busy at work, but I wanted to do a catch up. It's not a journal with me, but I will show you the pages I've done. I am a bit behind now, but I also wanted to share this project with you. These are bookmarks, and I followed a tutorial by the very lovely Carol of Oak House Journals, and I'll put a link to her tutorial. They're folded, sort of origami style, and I was very taken with them and immediately made 7. And I've made them exactly like Carol did, but I've turned them into little ephemera holders, tags I suppose. So that's those. Those will probably go out as happy mail at some point, probably with journals. But thank you, Carol, for that. I really loved making those, and probably will try some more with different papers and things. I have a lot of old scrapbook papers, and I think they'd look nice patterned as well, rather than vintage. So that's those. I've also started doing a bit of mixed media. I've not been making journals much at the moment. I'm just dipping in and out of things a lot at the moment. And I've only done one of these. This was Artful August. I didn't come across it until the end of, virtually the end of August. And I've done the first one, which is leaves. So I've used a jelly print in the background. This is distress inks. You put the distress ink on your non-stick mat, spray some water on it, and then dip your card into it. And then I die cut these leaves and collage those. I stitched them as well, just to have a bit more texture on there. Dots is the next one. I have got an idea for dots, but whether we'll get around to that or not, I don't know. Very good at starting projects, not always good at following through. And then this is my junk journal September project. This was the last one that I showed you. The next one was sadness. Number 7 was sadness and number 8 was strength, and I put those together on this page. Now, as I say, quite often I haven't had a lot of time and I'm very literal, really. I don't always think outside the box. I just went for sadness, losing people, and strength is the legacy these people have left me. My son, obviously still with us, he has a story to tell and showed enormous strength and bravery, but I'll probably share that at a later date. I'll see. This is my dad. I took out the things that were in this pocket that Sarah had put in. This postcard, this backing card was in there. There was, I think it was a birthday message on the front, but I've just printed off this old photograph. I've journaled on the back. I don't need to share that particularly. There's nothing awful in it, but it's my memories. This is my dad and my little boy as he was then, a long time ago. So this was about 1983. And this was the poem that we had, one of the readings we had at my dad's funeral 21 years ago. So I've always loved that. Then we went on to nostalgia. I had this in my box of bits, things that I keep. I liked the blue to match this belly band that Sarah had put in, was already in the journal. And this reminded me, when I looked at this, it reminded me of my mum, who loved the Christian Dior New Look. She grew up, was a teenager in the late 40s, early 50s. I think the New Look came in around about 1946, 47. This is later. This is 1956 on her honeymoon. But you can see she's still rocking the style there. So that was a little her nostalgia, not mine really, but she often talks about that. And in the belly band, I've put number 9. So I've gone 10 and then 9. And this is the invitation to my son and now daughter-in-law's wedding. Ellie cut this on her cry cut. It says always fashionably late. It was actually a year late. The wedding was supposed to take place last year but couldn't because of COVID. And then we will go to antique. This is a journal card or collage, sort of similar to this, that I made quite a while ago, but I've always quite liked it. And I love this antique costume. I love old costumes. In another life, you know, maybe restoring old costumes is the way I should have gone. So I've written a very personal bit of journaling in there, and I've actually stapled it shut. But obviously if I want to read that ever again, or somebody else does, I can pull that apart. So that was that. Neutral, I just did a collage. This was all, now what was in? This is all me. So I've added these bits to this plain journaling writing page, and I've literally just written about the day, our day, on that day, which was 12th of September 2021. We had a smashing day, lovely day, so I just wrote about it. So that was neutral. In my junk journals, I often stick in little bits of my art, if I can call it that. The prompt for 13th of April was bright, and I had these scraps. I was going to use them for this, but they didn't quite work in the way that I wanted them to, so I just stuck the negative and positive in there. Can't remember what I wrote here, just a little bit about autumn colours, I think, or distress inks, how much I love distress inks. I go in and out of using them, but I've had mine years and they're still amazing and all work. So that's really good. Mighty I struggled with. This little cutout I'd already popped in this page when I first had the journal, because I liked the way the colours matched. It's a woodpecker, and to my mind a mighty little bird. You can hear them from a huge distance away when they're tapping the trees. But last time I was down at my aunt's house in the garden, I think it's on my Instagram, there's a little video of it down in my Instagram feed. One of these little chaps was on the bird feeder. We were sitting in the garden and the bird feeder was only a few feet away, and he was coming and backwards and forwards, and it was just lovely to watch. So that's just a really little memory earlier this year. And now we're on to child, so 15. I haven't got a plan exactly. I've got this photograph. I seem to be a bit focused on my mom at the moment, and I think that's because my mom is relatively unwell at the moment, and we're having to do quite a lot for her, and that's all fine and lovely. She's home and things are going well. So I'm going to use that. And I've also got this, it's not a poem, a quote that I'm going to use, which I've loved for many years. If you pause the video now, you can read that. I think it says it all, really. And I will have a think about how I'm going to decorate these onto this page and come back and show you the result. Thank you.